Hello and welcome again to another wonderful episode of the Stratus Gaming Podcast. I'm one of your
You
hosts,
see something
Robbie
wrong
Rob.
here?
Is the fact that you're too large?
I am giant. Why am I so big?
I'm one of your hosts, Robbie Rob, and the giant joining me himself is the one, the only, Ant. Ant, how you doing?
Doing pretty good. I love that. Why am I so fucking big? I'm still like giant. Why?
Honestly, that's just it actually looks good enough. You're taking up the full frame, unlike myself. But yeah,
whatever.
So yeah, it's I won't say it's been a week. It's actually been rather boring. And the news will show it later on. But you know what? There have been some games that have come out and probably none of us have played because
That's a lie. There's only 2 games in existence.
Yes.
There's only 2 games that exist currently.
Yep, and you and I have both played those games. And I'm really glad at least one of them is good.
Go fuck yourself.
Yep. Oh, I will. Don't worry about it. But yeah, I mean, I think it's safe to say we've played 2 games in the last week that we've both enjoyed. One game probably a little more than the other. But you know what? No matter what, it's been fun. One of those games, of course, is Final Fantasy XIV, just like last week.
Hell yeah. Play it all the time. That's all I play.
You know, how far are you in the game right now?
I'm a level 45 Dragoon, and I'm a level 30 Blacksmith.
Nice. Good to know. And then, yeah, I mean, I've gotten up to level 25 as a Marauder. Haven't done any, any other professions yet, so.
You also haven't played for a week, so.
I know, I haven't played in like 4 days.
It's been way longer than that.
No, it hasn't.
Because you've been playing Black Desert for like a week already.
No, I haven't, actually.
Okay, so you're talking about 2 games. We already said one.
Yep. But before I get into Black Desert and how much better of an MMO that is compared to Final Fantasy XIV, Knockout City. Another fun game. And honestly,
that's the other game I've been.
Yep, the only other game in existence.
The only other game in existence.
Yep. And yeah, I mean, we've been playing that with a bunch of friends as well. We did like a little back and forth between groups of like 3x3s. But it was funny. Lucas, one of our friends, Lucas, has been playing this game. I'm sorry, Justin. Okay. One of our friends, Justin, joined us in the game. Because, and he's been enjoying it as well. But after you left that one day to go to bed because it was getting late and you had to work the next day, it was him and I versus everybody else, which I think was Mitch, TJ, and Nick. I think that was the third person. And we just whipped their ass. just the
Fuck
2 of
Lucas,
us.
he sucks. He trying to come at me like he's so ill at that game. I'll whoop his ass 1-on-1.
Yeah.
Calling you out. He's not even here. No one.
Yeah. It's like I was about to say, I don't see anybody in the chat.
Yeah, it's whatever. It happens.
Yep. But you know what? It's been a lot of fun, and I'm happy enough to actually play it with friends in this trying times. Whoa. Don't worry. We can never forget you. What's your name?
That's Danny. What's your name?
Oh, she hates me now. I'm sorry, twin.
Okay, continue. What were you talking about?
But
yeah,
Knockout City, yeah, it's been fun. But the next game I've been playing is Black Desert Online. Because I was like, you know what? Final Fantasy XIV's been making me want to play other games. Like, other actual games. So, I was thinking, you know what? It's been a little while since I played Black Desert Online. It's been a couple years. A little sooner for me the last time I played it compared to you. But honestly, yeah, Black Desert Online, a lot of fun. It is more skill-based. It looks 1,000 times better. Especially after the remastered. It does.
Nah, I don't think that's true.
I mean, when was the last time you played it? 2014?
I saw you play it. I seen it. I know what it looks like.
Yep. I also know what Final Fantasy 14 looks like. But no. But the great thing about Black Desert Online is not only is there crossplay between consoles, but there's also the ability to play it on xCloud. So anybody can play it. It also has a mobile app as well, if you have a good enough phone. But honestly, I say play it on xCloud.
It's not fun. That's the problem. It was fun. I'm like, yay. You know what I can't wait for it, Rob? It got announced with a date. Phantasy Star Online New Genesis.
Oh, finally, yes. I know. Oh, wow. People are actually joining in now. But yeah. But I mean, don't you I believe you have it on your fantasy draft, that game.
I do.
Is it coming out in 2021?
It's coming out June 9th.
Oh shit! You know what else is?
I don't think it's gonna get reviewed though. This is gonna be a fuck up for me because it's not gonna get reviewed.
No, it's gonna get reviewed. Fantasy Star Online is large enough.
Well, because remember, it's just a redo. It's like Realm Reborn.
Realm Reborn. I
don't know if enough people. I mean, I don't know. I just don't think enough people are gonna review it. We'll see.
Secondly, I'm pretty sure it's a bigger Asian game, a bigger game in an Asian market compared to the US.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm hoping it at least gets like an 80. Because I really enjoyed the first one. Yep. Like the regular Phantasy Star Online too. It was real fun.
Well, was that on the 360? Which one was on the 360?
No, it was the first one. Phantasy Star Online.
Because I remember if you switched your DNS to Google, you were able to play online for free.
Oh, really?
Yeah, without having to pay for a subscription or something. It's actually pretty nice.
Yeah, I didn't play that one. I just played it when it came to America finally on PC.
Oh, nice. You know what? I'll give that a start as well. Because I've also started another online game because you brought it up. It's like, I wonder if it still exists. And that is Dragon Ball Online.
You've been playing that?
I played a little bit of it.
Oh, okay.
I haven't played too much. Just enough to go, all right, is this the game you remember? Yep. And guess what? It works. So we can still play it. We can play it together. Because, ever since Xenoverse...
Am I going to play that game? Probably not. Probably not. I remember. That game was annoying because to be a Super Saiyan, it took a long time.
Yeah, there was a lot of games back in the day. A lot of games were very much the grind. But it is also a private server too, so it might not be as difficult to get.
Maybe I didn't look into the server that you put at you. Did you send it to me? I think you sent it to me.
Yeah, I probably put it in the chat of our Discord.
Yeah, I can always find it. It's not that big of a deal.
Yep. Also, I can just send you the completed download version, so you don't have to wait for it to slowly download. I don't have an issue with
that. I don't have an issue with that.
No.
Oh, the server's just bad.
Yes, their upload is bad, and it goes by file slowly. It's not like a big.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'm also have gigabits. Don't get me wrong. It just took so long because of their server, because it's probably someone's computer in the back closet.
Probably. Just like on a Dell Inspiron chilling on Wi-Fi.
Yeah. It probably is. Going through like an old school Linksys router with only like 100 megabit ports.
Those G's or whatever they're called. Wi-Fi G's. Okay, so I'm fucking shit up.
No, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, what else have you played?
Battlefront 2, Star Wars Battlefront 2. I was like, you know what? I have this game in like 3 different places because it was free on on Epic Games. I have it on EA Play, and I'm pretty sure I've got the game somewhere else. I can't remember where I have it, but I will eventually find it. Okay. But I was like, you know what? I think I'll finally play this game because I was really interested in playing the story, and I have been enjoying that campaign. For some, they might not like it because it's like, oh, it's forced because you got people coming in here, but with a more Montreal accent. But
okay, I don't know.
Kyle.
Oh, okay. Kyle was I don't remember this conversation. So
I think it was before you got here.
Oh, gotcha.
Don't worry, Kyle never listens to this podcast, anyways.
Okay, continue what you're saying.
But like, it's like a lot of lore building. Like, for those who have seen who don't want spoilers or whatnot, or it's been long enough since Star Wars.
I mean, I prefer if you
Mandalorian
didn't.
season 2. Mandalorian
I
season
prefer if
2.
you didn't. No, don't.
Fine.
You don't.
An event takes place in the game that gets mentioned in Mandalorian. That's all I'll say. Guess what?
Okay,
They make
fine.
reference to something else in the universe.
Yes, that happens a lot.
Yep. And it just so happens that it's mentioned from the game.
When I played that game, I have never played a story mode. I just jump into multiplayer.
Yep. Honestly, the first game was just multiplayer, so I was really happy to, have a campaign. And
yeah,
I really want to get myself a new graphics card at some point.
Good luck with that.
I know. But,
I mean, hey, you get one of them Ryzen APUs that are coming out finally.
Yeah. Honestly, I might wait for the next generation one when they come out with RDNA 2.
I doubt that's happening. They could have did it for this one. This one's Vega. Still.
Well, it's also still 5000 series. Still Zen 3. It's on a 6000 series APU. It's a 5000 series. Even though they're just releasing.
Yeah, because the 5000s are current.
Yeah, 5000s are current. Yes. No, I'm saying for the next gen ones.
Oh, gotcha.
Which honestly, if I can get like any form of like ray trace cores or ray trace accelerators on,
you'll get like 2 on an APU. You'll get like 2.
No, it'll be like 8 or something.
For ray tracing cores, you get like 2.
Well, the way that they're doing it now, I'll bring that up as a first topic before we get into the actual news. But I'll just quickly run down the quick list of games I've played. After Mass Effect 3, because believe it or not, I've been playing a lot of other games besides Mass Effect. Because during Mass Effect 3, I decided to play Power Wash Simulator. Then I beat Power Wash Simulator, so I gotta wait for new content to come for that. And whatnot.
Are you done with the game?
Yeah.
You said you beat it?
Oh. Yep. I've done all the content.
F's in chat for Rob.
Yep, F's in chat. My favorite game, and I'll probably go back and do free play or whatnot when I get bored. But let's see. Mass Effect 3, great game. Completed a DLC, but I'll eventually finish the story and finish the trilogy probably by next week. And I'll probably have most of these games actually beaten because I'm like at the end of a lot of these games. I just gotta push on through. But Speedless, Yakuza Kiwami 2, finally. Almost done with that one with Stella. Borderlands 3. Actually, I'm probably not going to beat that game anytime too soon. Because we bought it when it was like $10 on Stadia, and then never played it again after we finished that first
$10.
Yep. We beat the first boss together, and that was it.
Did we even do that? I don't think I did the first boss.
We did the first boss, and that's how we ended it. The first mini boss was the guy with the one giant arm slamming down. I
don't remember any of that, but sure, I'll take your word for it.
Do you even remember what kind of character you made?
Nope, not at all. 0%.
Same here. Well, actually, I know exactly which one I made because I was playing it. But the last game that I'll actually give a review on and rate is Donut County. I really enjoyed this little indie game. It's like a kind of small puzzler. I played it on xCloud exclusively because I was like, I didn't want to necessarily go and download the game. I just wanted to go straight into it. So it's like, I was like, you know what? I'll go ahead. I'll plug in my controller into my computer, use xCloud, and just start it, see if I like it. And like, it's a quick, short story. Has a bit of replayability. You can easy 1000 gamer score. And I enjoyed myself immensely while playing the game. So I give the game an 8 out of 10 on the ROP scale. And with that, I don't think you've played any other games besides the first two we talked about.
No, Final Fantasy 14 and Knockout City, the only 2 games that exist.
Yep. And with that, I want to go into the news. But before we go into the actual news I've written down, I forgot that Computech started this week. Well, I won't say I forgot because I did start watching it last night with AMD's presentation. Because I did watch their keynote last night, and them talking about all the different things.
I played Final Fantasy 14.
Yep. But a couple of things they announced. Of course, you've already brought it up. The APUs. the 5000 series APUs, as well as kind of a Ryzen 3 workstation APU, which honestly for the low end, probably pretty nice. I would love to see what it does on like the really low end if you wanted to do it compared to like, let's say the 200 GE and the Ryzen 2400 GE, I think it is. I think they released
did they still make
series.
those?
Yeah. Well, probably not.
They've been out of stock for a very long time, so I don't even know if you can find those anymore.
Well, I think people just buy them just to build a nice cheap PC because it's also a pretty good, like if you want to do like a simple secondary computer for streaming, they're pretty nice.
What's in mine? No, it's not. I lied. It's not what's in mine.
What?
I forgot I have a 30. I was like, that's what I have for my streaming PC. It's 100% not. It used to be an APU. It's not an APU anymore.
Yeah. No, because I mean, like the newer ones now, you know, like on the low end, it's like 4 cores, 4 threads, which is just enough to do OBS and just OBS. So it's like, hey, put that in like a little, actually, I'd probably get that in like a little Nook or whatever, just a mini form factor PCs, like those really little ones, and just, you know, plug in the computer and whatnot into that. Get yourself a little USB capture card, and that's all you really need to get started. But
yep, pretty much.
You know, another thing they announced, finally showing off, the FreeSync super resolution. Their kind of answer to DLSS. Not as great working as DLSS because it doesn't really use the ray trace accelerators in the 6000 series, because it works with all the way back to the RX 500, the APUs and GTX cards, including the 10. They showed it off working on the 1060.
Wow, that's surprising.
Yeah, so while Nvidia's all like, "Oh, we can't support these cards anymore," AMD's like, "All right, I got you, pal."
Did they show the new socket for 6000 or no?
No, they didn't really announce any 6000 series parts, but they did show off how they're doing, how they're improving the L3 cache on them by doing 3D, the 3D stacking, and kind of their attempt at it. Yeah. So you can get 192 megabytes of L3 cache on a Ryzen like 5900 as an example that they showed as a prototype.
Nice.
God. Although
I missed all of it. I like heard bits and pieces. Like I heard about the APUs, and then I heard some stuff about the like DLSS competitor, but I didn't really listen or look it up.
Yep, and then Nvidia announced a 3080 Ti.
Yep, I saw that.
$1,300.
Okay.
And Google News knowing exactly what I love. So before we fully get into news, I want to bring up one more talk about kind of Google and kind of the algorithm that they do. So, as some people know, I love Costco. I talk about Costco quite a bit. I also like chicken nuggets.
Did they give you an ad for Costco chicken nuggets?
Let me get to the third thing I like.
Oh, okay.
What if I'm passing there? Chick-fil-A. I like some good Chick-fil-A chicken. All 3 of those were put into one article. And I shall read the title to. And that is, "These Costco chicken nuggets seriously taste exactly like Chick-fil-A." It is the most raw article I've ever found.
100%.
And you know what? Next time at Costco, I'm finding these nuggets, I will get them. Because normally I get the Dino Nuggets because they're cheaper and whatnot. And
you're a 12-year-old?
Yep. Dude, they got them Omega 3s.
Okay, continue. News. Talk shit about Luna.
Yes. Next, actually, he is right. Let's talk shit about Luna. Even though I really want there to be more Luna news. And you know what? I thought there'd be something. And when I looked, it kind of seemed like it'd be that way. Because originally, I was looking at Twitter, and I saw Amazon Luna post this following as I quickly pull it up because I didn't actually pull it up on my computer. Let's go Amazon Luna. You know, give me a. Can you go ahead and do your thing? You know what? It's a little too quiet, but luckily.
I'm just looking at you, like figuring out what you're doing. You having issues over there?
Oh, I was getting ready to pull it up on stream, like that.
Okay, there we go. I'm super tiny, but it's fine.
Oh, you know what? I'll also fix you here too because I need to.
I'm trapped in a box. Help!
Sorry, I'm at.
I'm like back in the corner again, giant.
For some reason,
Rob, stop changing the resolution on because you keep changing the resolution on your fucking monitor.
My monitor is 1080p, and it downscales to the 1080p monitor because I don't have a 1440p monitor.
Go get one.
I will be doing that, but the thing is, it's not right now. But back to this. Now that you're full size. So, introducing the stream games on screens you already own starter pack. So at first I was thinking, are they actually adding the ability to import like your library from Steam or something and be able to play it on the service? Kind of like how GOG Galaxy was.
That's not at all what our headline says. That's not at all what it says. It says nothing about that. This is why you put it. I was like,
yeah, I was like, it's not actually anything. It's still subscription based. There's no buying. There's no importing. There's no nothing. I was like, I thought there was something.
They're telling you, there's like, hey, buy a controller with 2 thumbs. This controller comes with 2 thumbs.
It's like, it's the screens you already own, like your phone or your TV. But only if you have, at the moment, only if you have an Amazon Fire Stick or Fire TV. If you wanted to play on your TV or connect your computer. That's the only 2 ways.
Yep, that is the only 2 ways.
Yep. But the next thing, so actually, getting out of that, because
it was a real bad joke.
It was a real bad joke, and you know what? I'm glad
we're not.
We're done with that.
We're not doing it. Okay, I thought you were trying to do those loud ass crickets.
No, I'm not. I'm not doing anything like that. But what I can bring up though is PlayStation Now games for June, which is The Witcher 3, Virtua Fighter 5, Slay the Spire, as a few games. So I'm not really going to read the descriptions of these games for the most part because most people already know what they are or they're self-explanatory. But yeah, finally going into with Sonic's 30th anniversary, they announced it during the Sonic event last week that there would be some games coming. But first things first, Witcher 3: The Wild Hunt Game of the Year edition is coming to PlayStation Now. I think they took it off Game Pass, or it's probably placed on Game Pass, so it could be one of those cross-platform kind of stream games.
You got Witcher, right?
You have The Witcher 3: Wild Hunt. But yeah, Witcher 3 finally coming on the service. But
honestly, left in March.
Yep. But the Sonic games are finally coming, or at least more Sonic games are coming to the platform. Starting with Team Sonic Racing, followed by Sonic Mania, which I will say, Amazon Luna had that for a while. Actually, I'm pretty sure it still does. Because it's a part of their... it's part of their, what's it called? Luna Plus?
Subscription. Yeah, that I keep paying for and keep forgetting. They just charged me yesterday. I was like, fuck, I forgot to take it off.
Yeah. Yep, and then Sonic Forces. You seem like a Sonic guy for some reason.
I mean, I like Sonic. I'm not really a Sonic guy. Mainly because there's only 2 games that exist and everything you're talking about was made up.
I mean, Sonic's also a TV show.
But no, the last good Sonic game I played was Sonic Generations.
Yep, on the GameCube?
No, Sonic Generations was on the 360 and the PS3.
What was the one that was on the GameCube?
Heroes.
Sonic Heroes, yeah. And then, but another game that's on this list that you've actually already been able to play on PlayStation Now is Virtua Fighter 5 Ultimate Showdown.
that
So,
already up there?
yes and no. So, the actual standalone game is finally coming to the service. But if you started up any Yakuza game, if you played Yakuza 5, the game is already in there.
Oh,
Yeah, because like if you go to the Sega Arcade, there's Virtua Fighter, Virtua Fighter 2.1, Virtua Fighter 5. That you're able to play. Well, but it's more like more of a single player experience. This actually does add like customer tournaments and actual multiplayer. But if you wanted to actually play an arcade style version of the game, you can already play it on the service with Yakuza 5. Plus, you get more of a story in game with Yakuza 5, even if I don't entirely care for it. But Slay the Spire being the last game to... no, technically 2 more games. But Slay the Spire was that card game that features roguelike with its acclaimed fantasy battler. I haven't actually played Slay the Spire. I might give it a shot.
I never heard of it.
I've seen it when scrolling through some of the subscription games. It's like, okay. I see it on there. So it's like, I might give it a shot at some point. But you know what is not on there? And it's finally getting... Car Mechanic Simulator. Have you ever thought of, you know what, I don't want to spend 8 hours out in the heat putting a radiator and pump and thermostat in the car because it broke down and broke. You know what, I just want to do that in a game and not have to worry about it.
I mean, I wouldn't want to do it in a game at all. I mean, some people would.
Well, you'd be able to do it in air conditioning. That's a start.
I mean, I'm on air conditioning right now and it's hot as hell in this room. These lights is getting to me.
But I will say, I recommend playing this game on PC. Even though you can stream the game now on PlayStation Now. If you have VR, it has a VR.
Oh, is this a VR game?
Yes.
I'm interested now.
Yep. So yeah, you can like get in the car and look around and see it.
I'm looking this up right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you can see people falling over while trying
No, it looks like it's a whole game. It doesn't look like it's not out yet.
Car Mechanic Simulator?
Car Mechanic Simulator VR is not out yet.
I've seen plenty of people actually playing this.
Well, no, there's a demo, but I don't. The full game's and it says to be released. Unless they're 2 different VR games. Nope, this looks like the same game, just in VR.
Available on Q1 2021, which has now been changed to quarter 2. But if there's a demo, that's probably what
What you're seeing is the demo.
and people are playing the demo.
Yeah. All right, whatever. I'll try this out later.
Yep. Sorry about that, folks. But yeah, Car Mechanic Simulator, and that's the PlayStation Now games coming for this. God, let's quickly get to this. I feel like this is just going on too long. So you know what?
100%.
I'm just gonna quickly read these next games coming forward. Coming to Xbox Game Pass and not Bloodborne. That'd be if Bloodborne was coming to Game Pass, we got ourselves something to talk about. But no, coming soon to Xbox Game Pass, Backbone, For Honor, Darkest Dungeon, and more. And by more, meaning there's some other stuff. But to start, The Wild at Heart is available starting today. Explore a beautiful handcrafted world. It's available now in the cloud. A whimsical story centered around 2 children that escapes a fantastical land filled with magical creatures to befriend an oddball order of guardians who lost their way. Welcome to the deep woods. For Honor. Play a Ubisoft game that's still breathing after 5 years, and the best part, and won't interrupt you as you eviscerate your enemies in a fast-paced, thrilling combat. Backbone, releasing on PC, ID and Xbox, June 8. Raccoon Detective Howard Loader is not a hero. He barely makes rent, and yet he stumbled across something so massive that it will shake the very fabric of society. Stunning visuals, an evocative soundtrack, and a daring narrative bring a dystopian Vancouver, BC represent, inhabitant by animals to life in this highly anticipated post-noir adventure. Get to it, detective. And finally, Darkest Dungeon, coming out in cloud, console, and PC, June 10th. Darkest Dungeon is a challenging gothic roguelite turn-based RPG about the psychological stresses of adventuring. Recruit, train, and lead a team of flawed heroes through a twisted forests, forgotten warrens, ruined crypts, and beyond. Not only do unimaginable foes await, but stress, famine, disease, and an ever-encroaching dark. And Control Ultimate Edition is coming to Stadia this year. This is Ben Chun over at 9 to 5 Google. So yeah, I'm just going through these articles. Not much to talk about those Xbox Game Pass games. Unless you've got something else to talk about.
Not at all.
Nope. So with that, over the next 3 months, the hit game Control Ultimate Edition will be heading to Stadia along with Olympic Games Tokyo. Announced in an unexpected blog post today, Google confirmed that Control would be heading to Stadia over summer in its Ultimate Edition release. The game's first launch on the other platforms in 2019 was a critical success with over 80 awards and a hit amongst players. A corruptive presence has invaded the Federal Bureau of Control. Only you have the power to stop it. The world is now your weapon in an epic fight to annihilate an ominous enemy through deep and unpredictable environments. Containment has failed. Humanity is at stake. Will you regain control? Control Ultimate Edition features the main game and all previously released expansions, the Foundation, and AWE in an incredible package. And then alongside Control is also adding another game from Sega next month, Olympic Games Tokyo. I didn't realize it was actually a Sega game. Makes sense. Olympic Games Tokyo 2020 will release on Stadia on June 22nd, 2021, with 18 sporting events and a distinct lack of Nintendo's Sega characters. Lack, but not completely gone. So the Stadia launch will also be day and date with the other platforms. So prepare to unleash the competitor with as you create your athlete, customize the skills, and pick the perfect costume. Why settle for standard sportswear when you can take center stage as a pirate, astronaut, or cowboy, or even Sonic the Hedgehog? Choose between 18 fun-filled sporting events, from tennis and football to 100-meter, basketball, and boxing. There's always a record to beat and score to settle. So yeah, they announced this kind of during the second event last week with Sonic.
Yeah.
But he was also coming to the game as well.
If this comes to Stadia Pro, I think that'd be real cool.
100%, because I believe it's multiplayer as well.
Yeah.
So I would love to have like an Olympic Games going between you and I. That would be a lot of fun. But with that, though,
what else we got, Rob?
So our last and final thing is Stadia preparing its retail debut at its first Google store in New York. So this made news already kind of last week. Actually, I think it was really week prior. But
and I'm gonna ask,
on the 20th.
Is this really news? Google sells Google product in Google Store.
But what really is how they're doing to kind of show off Stadia. And that's what's different here. So just 1 week after Google unveiled their plans to build a formal Google store in the retail location, we were able to 9 to 5 Google. Oh, also, by the way, this article was written by Kyle Bradshaw. So there was a sneak peek available at the storefront, which seems closer to the opening than some might have expected. So inside, you can very clearly see that Google is putting forth an emphasis. Can you pass me the water bottle, please? So, okay, sorry about that. Inside, you can very clearly see that Google is putting an emphasis on selling Stadia, both in the literal sense of having hardware on the shelves available to be bought, but also selling people on the magic of Stadia. So out front, I'm going to pull this up on the stream as well. So let's go ahead. So pulling this up on stream. So first, you can see is to be bought. So up front, you can kind of clearly see that the white and wasabi controllers. So in the back of the stroll, you can see a dedicated demo area, complete with a chair and television. Yep. Behind the glass door that says, "Step inside, the world of gaming awaits." And then over here, you can see that they're also selling some like third-party accessories in the store as well, similar to how Microsoft does, where the controllers to have like a phone for xCloud. So you'd be able to have 3 different ways of being able to play Stadia. Honestly, I kind of want to see what they do for like how to play the games like in the chair at the store versus having your own library at home, and kind of see what they do there.
It's probably just gonna be like all the Stadia Pro games like on an account.
Probably. It's like kind of what they do sometimes.
Oh, look at Kyle gifting subs to you.
He is?
Yeah, that just popped up on the thing. He said he gifted a sub to you.
Oh, hey. How's it going, Kyle? Yep, and yeah, thank you for the sub. And we're just about ready to go into that topic because we just finished the news because there's really nothing more to talk about there with the Google Store.
Are we getting into it? I want to go first.
Let's go back and forth with our
That's what I mean. I want to go first.
Yep, you go first. I'm gonna have myself a drink.
All right, so we're doing E3 predictions. We're gonna do this by points. Are we giving out like partial points? So if you get like part of it right, are we giving like 0.25 or something like that?
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, we'll do that. If
you get some of it right, you get half a point.
Yeah, I think we'll do it on a base by base basis. Yeah.
Okay.
So like if it comes down like with whatnot. So I'll let you go first.
Okay. Ubisoft Plus is coming to Xbox, but it is not included in Game Pass, and it works like how it works on Stadia and Amazon. That's my first one. Yeah. That's happening. Watchdog.
Honestly, I mean, comparatively, I think mine's not as out there as yours, at least for my first one. And that is Starfield being released this holiday 2021.
Not happening. 2022 game. 100%.
Nope. 2021 holiday season. Coming up. I'm only going to say holiday 2021 because if I say anything else, like if I give a month, then if it's outside the month, I won't get the point. When does holiday season start for you?
I mean, technically it's November. I think it's November 1st.
November and December is technically the holiday season.
Yep.
All right. Yeah.
Does October start holiday season? That's kind of early. But I mean, technically it's fourth quarter for stores, so maybe.
Yeah.
All right, so my next one, you ready for this?
Yes.
Square Enix is going to announce a Final Fantasy Souls-like game exclusive to PlayStation. And it's coming out March of 2022.
Okay. All right. Now, here's my next one. Spyro the Dragon gets announced during E3, and it gets released before the holiday season. It'll be released between August and October. The game will be released. All right. So that's my next one. Now, what topic are you? What's your next?
Okay, I'm gonna go fucking out there. I'm gonna go out there. You ready for this?
Yes.
Microsoft is going to announce Viva Pinata, the next game Viva Pinata series. I don't know if it'll be 3, but that is what they're going to announce. Rare is going to make another game. They got a small team working on it. Viva Pinata, whatever.
Viva Pinata. I completely butchered that. Viva Pinata, back in action.
Maybe.
Back in paradise.
I mean, the other one was Trouble in Paradise, I think. That was the second one. Was.
Yep, but now we're going back. We're going back to paradise.
Okay.
All right. Of course, I've also brought this up too. We finally see the Metal Gear Solid remake by Bluepoint.
That's what you want to put as your pick.
Yep. Viva Pinata is Rob's Kobayashi Maru. Oh, is it because you say Maru?
No, it's because I completely just wasn't even what I was thinking of.
Yep. Oh, I love the Kobayashi.
Like I just said that, and it had that was not the correct answer at all. Okay, so I'm trying to think. What from my list? Because I think I'm gonna make an audible here. I don't want to use any of these. These all suck now. I'm looking at them.
Oh, come on. Oh, I know you can do it.
Nintendo will not show us anything from Metroid 4.
There'll be nothing announced, nothing talked about.
Nothing announced at all with that fucking game.
Metroid Prime 4 will not be mentioned at all. All right.
100%.
100%. You know what? I can't wait for you not to get points on that.
So can I. That's why I'm saying it.
All right. Well, here's something I do want. xCloud announces that they're opening the beta on they're going for open beta on Windows and iOS.
See, I had that. That's why I didn't want to use it, because I saw it was on your list. That's why I didn't want to know your list. Okay.
Honestly, if you have something on my list, you can just say it.
I don't think I have anything on your list now.
Okay.
Okay. The Switch Pro is in fact real. It's coming next year. And it will not do 4K. No, I'm not going to put that part. That's lower than myself. Switch Pro is coming out next year, and it is going to be $399.
All right, I can see that. All right, and then on mine, the series consoles will be able to be played on xCloud. Finally, this holiday.
Oh, I did have that. I didn't understand what you meant for that.
So, the series console ports will be available on xCloud in holiday 2021. And then I can make another one, but do you want to do a couple more and then do our out of the blue, or do you want to go straight to an out of the blue?
I mean, technically, I already did my out of the blue. I can make another one up.
Yeah, I mean, my out of the blue is probably a little more out of the blue than yours.
Well, yeah, I see that now. Yeah. I actually don't have anything else. Let me see if I come up with something real quick. I got a couple of seconds. Let's go. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say I can say mine.
Say yours.
So my out of the blue prediction, like the completely out there, is Activision announces their own game streaming service.
Okay, that's what we were doing. I thought you did another pick because I have my out of the blue. I didn't know we were even yet. I thought I needed one more. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Well,
5.
you started.
Oh no. Yeah. Okay. No, I just lost count. Okay. So yeah, Activision does a streaming service. Yeah, that's never fucking happening. They hate game streaming.
Yeah, they do. They have none of the games on streaming services.
Okay. The next Kingdom Hearts game is already in development. It's not Kingdom Hearts 4. It's a remake of the mobile game as an MMO.
A Kingdom Hearts MMO would be fun. Oh, it takes... Oh, could it be a prequel to...
Well, Unchained Key is a prequel. Union Cross is a prequel to Kingdom Hearts.
It's based in kind of like during that timeline, to where it's a more robust game, like it's made for next gen consoles kind of game, to where you actually experience. It's an MMO around that, like the Keyblade Wars. I know.
That's what this is. That's exactly what this is.
The Union Cross.
That's what Union Cross is. Like you just described Union Cross.
But for next gen consoles, it's not on the next gen.
That's what I'm talking about, Rob. Like it's coming out PC, Xbox, PlayStation. Like you're just saying what I'm saying. Like
I am. I'm not saying it's my idea.
I'm done with you. You got anything else? Because I have no more. I'm gonna win this. Just give me a heads up. I got 3 that's happening.
I have 4.
You got no, you have 1. No, you have 2. You have 2 that are happening. Those xCloud and the series ports are the only thing that's possible. None of these are happening.
Only one way to find out.
We will find out, and I'm gonna win.
Yeah.
But yeah, you want to take us out?
I do. And with that, thank you for joining us here at the show. I have been Robbie Rob. You can find me at Robbie Rob Plays almost everywhere. And that's Antgore. You can find him at Antgore06 almost everywhere. This has been the Stratus Gaming Podcast. Each and every Tuesday, we come here live here on twitch.tv/addictednerds to talk about cloud gaming news and topics of the shows, kind of like this. Yeah. This has been episode 24. You can also listen to this later at podcast services around the world and on YouTube and twitch.tv. Yeah, at /addictednerds. Do you have anything else?
Nope, I'm good. I'm burning up in this room right now.
Yep. Yeah, let's
It's
hurry
real
up.
hot.
Yeah,
I
let's
know if
hurry
you can
up
tell, a sweat on my face.
Yep. With your knees weak, arms heavy.
Yeah, 100%. I already started a raid, so we're gonna go to Adam. He's the only one online.
I saw that. And with that,
All right.
thank you everybody for listening. Stay awesome.
Deuces.